Open the whiskey, Tom, she ordered, and I'll make you a mint julep. Then you won't seem so stupid to yourself. Look at the mint!
Wait a minute.
Snapped Tom.
I want to ask Mr. Gatsby another question.
Go on, said Gatsby politely.
What kind of row are you trying to cause in my household?
They were out in the open at last, and Gatsby was content. He isn't causing a row. You're causing a row. Please have a little self-control.
Self-control? I suppose the latest thing is to sit back and let Mr. Nobody from nowhere make love to your wife. Well, if that's the idea, you can count me out. I know I'm not very popular. I don't give big parties. I suppose you got to make your house into a pigsty in order to have any friends.
Angry as I was, as we all were, I was tempted to laugh whenever he opened his mouth. I've got something to tell you, old sport. Please don't. Please don't. Let's all go home. Why don't we all go home? That's a good idea.
I want to know what Mr. Gatsby wants to tell me.
Your wife doesn't love you. She never loved you. She loved me. She only married you because I was poor. She was tired of waiting for me.
You must be crazy.
At this point, Jordan and I tried to go, but Mr. Gatsby and Tom insisted with competitive firmness that we remain as though it would be a privilege to partake vicariously of their emotions.
Sit down, Daisy. What's going on?
I told you what's been going on for 5 years.
You've been seeing each other for 5 years?
No, not seeing. We couldn't meet. But both of us has loved each other, old sport, and you didn't know.
Oh, that's all. You're crazy. I didn't know Daisy before. But all the rest is a goddamned lie. She loved me when she married me, and she loves me now.
No!
The trouble is that sometimes she gets foolish ideas in her head and doesn't know what she's doing. What's more, I love Daisy, too. Once in a while I go off on a spree and make a fool of myself. But I always come back. In my heart, I love her all the time. You are revolting.
Do you know why we left Chicago? Daisy, that's all over now. It doesn't matter anymore. Just tell me that you never loved him. That it's all wiped up forever.
I never loved him. Not a Capellani? No. Please don't. There, Jay. Ah! Oh, you want so much. I love you now. Isn't that enough? I did love him once. But I loved you too.
You loved me too?
Even that's a lie. She didn't know why you were alive. Why? There are things between me and Daisy that you'll never know. Things we'll never forget.
I want to speak to Daisy alone. She's all excited now. Even alone? I can't say I never loved Tom. She admitted pitifully.
It wouldn't be true. Of course it wouldn't. As if it mattered to you. Of course it matters. I'm going to take better care of you from now on.
You don't understand. You're not going to take care of her anymore.
Why not? Why's that?
Daisy's leaving you.
Nonsense.
I am, though.
She's not leaving me. Certainly not for a common swindler who I have to steal the ring he put on her finger. I won't stand this. Oh, please. Let's get out.
Now, you listen here, old sport.
Don't call me old sport.
Gatsby said nothing. I glanced at Daisy, who was staring terrified between Gatsby and her husband, and at Jordan, who had begun to balance an invisible object on her head. Gatsby began to talk excitedly to Daisy, but with every word she was drowning further into herself, and only the dead dream fought on as the afternoon slipped away, trying to touch what was no longer tangible, struggling undespairingly toward that lost voice across the room.
Wait, Tom! I can't stand it anymore!
Tom got up and began wrapping the unwrapped bottle of whiskey.
Want any of this stuff, Jordan? Nick!
No. I just remembered today is my birthday. I was 30. Before me stretched the menacing road to a new decade.
I have to move or plan on cuts in 2 takes.
Why don't we do it again?
I think you have to. You didn't finish.
What do you mean plan on cuts in 2 takes?
Well, see how when he was talking, or his 2 puppets were talking, and then Patrice's puppet started talking. She wasn't on screen, so at that point you would.
Oh, it's recording?
Oh, did you stop? Yeah, stop.
I'm an alcoholic.
I quit.
Wait a minute.
Snap, Tom.
I want to ask Mr. Gatsby another question.
What kind? Oh, Jesus.
Keep going.
Jordan, why isn't she fighting back?
Ow!